You're crooked. Your side needs to come up.
My side needs to come up,
Up.
up.
There you go.
Let's double check that though on the screen here. And welcome everybody.
Not loud.
Let's see. Oh, it does look good. I just see one thing. How does it look, Patrick?
Crooked.
Again?
Yes.
Which way? This way?
Yeah. Still crooked.
Look on this camera, not on here.
I'm looking. There you go.
Let me see, because I don't trust him. Oh, that does look better. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tasia said we can be crooked.
See that y'all like this?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Doris. Huh?
I see you gonna have everybody like this.
I know, watching from this
I'm
side.
trying to go live so I can see.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Pat. Pat said it's good too. Welcome, everybody. Let's get into it. Let everyone get piled in.
I don't know why we here.
Yeah, I know. This is the Love is Blind, the reunion review. But before, hey girl, it's Pearl. She said midday too. Shannon, welcome. Welcome. I didn't think you were gonna make it. Welcome. The other day, Jessica, that was not my hair. That was a wig. But I thank you. It's in the bathroom.
I ain't seen Kamara's real hair in a while.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But I thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. So welcome everyone. Let me welcome everybody here. Hey, let everyone get piled in before we get started in this madness of this Love is Blind fiasco.
I feel like I just bought a car.
Why do you feel like that?
You know, like when you go to the car dealership to buy the car, like the salesperson makes everything is great, but you know they lying to you. Like, I know y'all go get me. Like, I don't believe nothing you say.
Like
I feel like I got.
You feel like you got
Everyone is fine except for the people we absolutely couldn't save and had to let look bad. Like,
I know.
Everyone's living the dream. Get the hell out of here.
Ari says we're here so we don't get fined. Miss Smith said the reunion was basura.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to host the reunion.
Tasia said at least we can start on time without technical difficulties. We just be crooked, in the beginning, but we here.
Yeah. And even if we were late, at least we go entertain you. They go live to your face.
Right. Exactly.
We're great. Yeah, all of us. Every one of us.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So everyone's piling in. So let's do our little intro. You ready?
Housekeeping.
I don't even know what show this falls under, but this is just the Love is Blind.
This is the makeup to the show that didn't require the first original.
This constitutes as our Let's Chat with Cam and Pat, because that's what we started it under, so I guess that's what it'll be under, right?
That's what's going to have to be. This counts as a recording for the week, and I go by recordings. Whether we miss or don't, I only do a certain number of recordings.
That's it. So you meet your quota. So welcome to the Love is Blind Season 4, the Not So Live Reunion Review. This is Let's Chat with Cam and
Pat.
But before we get into the Not So Live Reunion Review.
Someone said that Bob is Bobby.
That Bob is Bobbiana today. Let's do some housekeeping real quick. Be sure, everybody, to click the like and the subscribe button to support our channel and expand our reach across YouTube. If you're already subscribed, be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a beat when we upload new videos. Be sure to shop our merch if you haven't already. We have tons of items. This is not there, but it's coming.
Sun's out, shoulders out.
Oh, wow. So, and also, if you are new to our channel, welcome. And if you are not new, you know what I'm about to say. This will be a high-level overview. We do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happens in the episode unless we see fit.
Why you always lying? Why you lying? Why you always
I know.
lying?
I'm sorry. All right. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's get into this not so live reunion. Let me get this going. So,
and it's been a year since they stopped recording. Did you catch that?
Oh yeah, it was a whole year ago. Yeah, since the goings on happened, it's been a year since the reunion's coming up. So yes, you are correct. All right, let's get into it. Globehopper said, "Wow, second time I caught you live. Welcome. We're so happy you could join us." All right, let's go. First things first.
Technical difficulty.
We are not having technot up in here. The Not So Live reunion, hosted by Nick and Vanessa Lachey, right?
Yeah.
The reunion opens up with Vanessa saying that the show is not live, but we haven't missed a thing because they were just sitting on the couch, not talking to each other on purpose, so the tea would be fresh once they actually started getting into it.
They had to keep all their lies straight. If they start talking to each other, they're getting mixed up. Producers be like, "That's not what I wrote."
Right. See, Golden says, "Boo, tomato, tomato." Exactly. Everyone is at the reunion show except Jackie and Josh. Vanessa shares that she interviewed them separately and will talk to them later in the show. And Irina will also join them later in the show. That's it. That's all that happened in the first opening credits, opening scenes.
I was already done.
Timestamp 2 minutes and 45 seconds. You were done. You were like, okay.
I verbally was like, oh my God.
He was like, I don't need to see nothing else here. Ari says, if I was in the live audience, I would have thrown a tomato at them. All right, first couple that they get into is, I skipped a whole bunch. Brett and Tiffany. Brett and Tiffany are still in love and happy. That's all I got. Did you get anything else out of that? I
liked them. Like, they were cool. I believe that they are doing okay.
Yeah. I feel like they were a little, and I don't know, maybe it was across the board. Did y'all also feel like the cast members were a little stiff?
Yeah, they were all trying to make themselves look good and make up for anything that might have looked bad on the show. That's exactly what it was.
It was damage control.
Yeah, it sounded like everybody was at a party, something happened, and we were watching the interviews from the room, like with each person. Like, well, this is what happened. Like, I'm going to give a little bit like I was wrong, but in the bigger scheme of things, I wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was very
garbage.
Stiff. Basura. Okay, that's all I got for Brett and Tiffany. I had nothing else. There was nothing really exciting, and like they used to say back in the day, nothing to write home and tell mama about. So let's move on into the next couple. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, next couple. Okay, Pat agrees. She said, yes, they look stiff. Tasia said Kwame got PR training. They all seem to have media training to me. They were just so stiff, it wasn't real to me.
They got him a real barber, too.
That hairline was, look at that. Y'all see that hairline? Why is it even across now, though?
They got a professional. It was like, bro, your head is so big. We got to do something. Like, we can't change the size, but we can dress it up.
We can't change the size.
Can't change the size. He got some filler on his nose, too, when it's bumpy.
Yeah, he looked like he had a proactive deal,
Yeah. Skin mask with laser burn.
Yeah, he looked like, that hairline was, it was giving straight across instead of, swirl. As before. All right, let's get into it. So, first they recap the famous poolside chat between Kwame and Micah. Kwame shares that he had written out a breakup note for Micah, but never got to use it in the pods.
Boy, stop lying. We saw. Do y'all?
Now, do y'all believe this?
Do you think when you bullshitting somebody, did they believe what you're saying just because they stay in your face?
Yep.
Because they don't go, oh, I don't believe that. You lying. I don't believe. So if they just sit there like, they believe what you're saying. That's, Kwame, we saw you, bro.
Yeah. We synced you.
Yeah, you got a Vicks commercial because your nose was so wide open for Micah.
A Vicks endorsement, you mean?
Whatever. Like, we saw you going hard for her. We're not making, ain't no editing.
Lucy says Kwame thinks we're boo-boo the fools.
Yeah.
Honestly. We saw you balled up in the men's
Well, you know,
pose,
if you
crying.
didn't see my lips saying it, then they might have done in the editing room and put words that I said before.
It gets better. Listen to this part. Kwame shares that he would like to apologize to his wife and her family for the poolside chat because he never intended to disrespect her. He was only trying to close the gap with Micah because it ended so abruptly. Now, Chelsea shares that she wants to make it very clear that any conversations that happened after Micah was approached was a narrative that was pushed and was not theirs. Kwame said at the end of the day,
Girls, stop it. I've seen girls before whose man cheated on them and now they trying to back him up and make us all think he didn't cheat. We know.
We synced it again. Like, I don't understand why she's trying to talk about this wasn't a narrative we pushed. You didn't have to push it. Kwame said everything he had to say.
You wasn't pushing nothing. You had already been pushed to the side.
Right.
You was over there sunning.
Right. Not sunning.
Like, Kwame was not worried about you.
Listen, so Kwame did say, though, he said, at the end of the day, we both knew, we being Micah and him, where we were headed to. So my question for y'all in the chat is, do you believe Kwame wanted Chelsea as his first choice?
No. No.
Do you think Kwame wanted Chelsea as his first choice? Let me know in the chat.
Chelsea don't believe Kwame wanted Chelsea as his first choice. That's why she always trying to go so hard, looking at him all the time.
She be all in his grill. Why you all in my grill? Like, seriously, like, give me air, please.
Yo, she got one of them iPhone projectors and she projects movies on his forehead.
Tasia said Kwame don't want Chelsea now. Everybody else is saying no.
He ain't never wanted Chelsea. He wanted the cameras.
And I still think he wants the cameras. I still think that. That has not changed for me. All right, everybody's saying no in the chat. Okay.
If closure means shooting my last shot, then yes, he was trying to get closure.
You know what? So Chelsea shares that she met Kwame's mom during Thanksgiving last year, and his mom welcomed her with open arms. And then they also tried to put the rumor, well, not tried, but they also put the rumor to rest that Barbara was in fact his sister, Kwame's sister. She was not a paid actress. She is actually Kwame's sister. I feel like they're like giving life to everything said on social media, because I've seen a lot of people say on social media that they didn't think that that was Kwame's real sister. So it's weird to me to hear them address these things in a reunion show, because that ain't really how a reunion show's supposed to go, huh? And speaking of, let's talk about the dynamic between Vanessa and Nick Lachey as hosts. Do you feel like they were good hosts to you? In your opinion? I'm going to ask y'all in the chat. I don't have it, typed
Nick
up.
Lachey is as good of a host as Zach is a singer. And songwriter.
I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think about Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey as hosts? Deborah says horrible hosts. Jessica said they were garbage. Marina says Vanessa is controlling. I feel like Vanessa overpowered. It's one thing to be like lead facilitator, but I don't feel like Nick had a chance to really say a lot. And that's something that if you have two people, you have to know, you have to build that on-screen chemistry for the person to be able to have their moment to say what they want. You
get a YouTube channel for a couple years and now you're an expert on
hosting. I watched TV for years.
All right, Connie Chung.
The Bob is here.
Nicole over here about relationship advice. Nick Lachey getting paid for his.
Here I go with my Nicole. I know you're doing the best that like, you can do.
Time out. You giving me tips? Well, let me give you a tip on how to get this paper. I can't sing, got paid for that. I can't host, I'm getting paid for that. I think I want his agent.
I think I want him too. I ain't never said I didn't want him. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, it was just not giving as the host. Like, I don't know if they need a little bit more interview training, you know? Like,
they couldn't. They already had the contract for the PR firm, and they needed to use all their PR agents on the contestants. They didn't have enough for Nick.
And then they also need to be able to build that on-screen relationship with the cast as they're speaking to them, because they didn't seem to have. It felt like there was a gap. In here it was a gap.
Asking all my intimate questions, and I ain't talked to you all season.
Right, and it came off very awkward. Like, even in the beginning when they tried to make a joke about Tiffany and Brett going back to the bridal suite, and they looked so scared and nervous. It was just weird.
Vanessa knows Jessica Simpson's watching.
Marina says Vanessa knows Jessica Simpson is watching, waiting for her to say her love story ain't like Jackie's. Oh my God, I can't. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. As them as hosts. I just wanted to touch base on where you guys were with it too. So with that, let's move on into the next scene. Ready?
Yes.
Next scene. We have... Did it move? It didn't move. My bad, y'all. Hold on.
It's stuck on the head. It's like, I gotta change the screen. Hold on.
Stop.
Jerry, help me. There you go.
Okay, next is Zach and Bliss. They share that Bliss's father came around and is best buds with Zach now. And her dad is also paying for a honeymoon for them to go to Panama. And yes, they're still very much so married. That's all I really have about that.
She's still second choice.
Yeah, and and they play that I hope you dance. I hope you dance. That's all I got for you. That's it. Like,
cut the beard, Zach.
Yeah, it's giving dusty.
Yeah. And your beard's crooked.
And it looks dusty. I'm sorry. Ben Affleck, don't do him like that. Lucy says Zach was giving Ben Affleck. Never, not never, ever, not even on Ben's dustiest day could Zach
when he was
Ben
fat
Affleck.
Batman. Ben Affleck's fat Batman days.
I can't. Christine said, quit lying. I can't see Zach being buddy-buddy with Bliss's daddy. I thought it was a little hard to believe, too, because Bliss's dad looks like he wants all the smoke all the time.
Yeah. We don't want the smoke. We just want the truth.
And Adrian says, I like Zach and Bliss, but not the beard. So that's all I really had about them. Let's move on into the next scene. Ready? All right. Next, the favorite character of the show, Irina. Irina joins the show, and they put together a package of clips showing all of her mean girl moments during season 4. Irina starts off by saying, let me just catch my breath for a minute here. And then that's where she inserts tears that never actually fall out.
She will go melt out that makeup to save her life. You crazy as hell.
She says, it's painful. She is left with an image that she is not.
No, you're not. That's who you...
Zach tells Irina that he has to be honest with her, that he believes she only came on the show to be famous. However...
like everybody else.
He 100% forgives her. Bliss says she wants to make it clear that this is just a blip in her and Zach's love story, and she will address it now, but she will not want to talk about this again. And that Irina DM'd her saying that when she did not get proposed to from Zach, she dodged a bullet. And for Irina to say she was dealing with mental issues and having panic attacks, it's valid. But the fact that she turned around and still did malicious things to people was no excuse.
Panic attacks.
My question to
Panicking
y'all.
from who? You the one traumatized everybody. What is the panic attack for? That you people go get they get back? That's why you...
She's scared they coming for her? That's what she's
Yo,
scared of.
that is
My
not
question
a
for
panic
you in the
attack.
chat is, do you believe Irina's apology and panic attacks?
No.
Tell me in the chat.
I love how people got mental health issues and panic attack. Ugh.
I know. People just be throwing that
It make
out.
it seem like, okay, that's the golden ticket. Once I say that,
they can't come for me.
It's like bankruptcy. Like, yo, I already did the bankruptcy.
Right.
Y'all can't come after me no more. No, it's not how it works.
Nobody believes. Ari says no. Tasia says no. Miss Kira Speaks says no. Harmony says it was a fake apology. Lucy says crocodile tears. Renee says no, she didn't. Not. Sin City says no. Irina's pulling a Karen, says Mona. Okay. I think y'all feel exactly the way.
Her name Karen Smith.
I just think that soon as somebody tries to use the mental, or I was going through a lot of things mentally, it's like...
What?
Explain.
What was it?
Elaborate. Share with us, please.
I was late on my car note, and
right.
Me and my best friend got into a fight.
And then Vanessa tried to jam her up by saying, okay, well, you was putting the pillow over your head when Zach was trying to have a deep conversation with you. And she's like, well, nobody saw that. I was being mean when I did that, but I was holding back tears. I was trying, and I was having a panic attacks under the pillow. Now, Irina.
Do you know what a panic attack is?
I don't think she does. I don't think... Irina, you should have just stayed at home or stayed wherever Jackie and Josh was. Wherever they were, you should have stayed there.
Yes.
We ain't buying none of this.
You should. When they contacted you for the reunion, you're like, yo, I put out my little tweet or whatever, and that's it.
Your little apology tour.
Yeah.
Jessica says, in the moments you were snickering at people, that was a mental health issue? For real. Like, seriously. She, just like Miss Kira Speaks says, she just lying. That's just where I'm at with it, with Irina. You got nothing. You ready to move on to the next couple? Y'all could not
be my child or in this house. Like, if you mess up, just say you mess up. The lying to make it right afterwards is what gets you in trouble.
That's what jams you up. But Harmony Ward had a good point. They said, why did they grill her but not Micah on the mean girl behavior? No wonder Paul
not
said
part
she
of the
was
script.
Not nurturing. They
not part of the script. Not what we wrote this. No. Not gonna happen. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Right. Cottage 246 said Irina had a whole year to get her speech right and failed miserably
because she don't care. No. She wasn't even working. Even if she had the whole year, she wasn't working on it. She worked on it the day before.
The week of.
Yeah, because she didn't care. She doesn't. No, she's a mean girl.
This is who she is at her core. And even Vanessa did say that.
And her face looked like her core is turning inside out.
Vanessa did say, I was with you in the beginning when you said you had past trauma from people bullying you because of your skin. But then when you turned around and was mean girling everybody, she was like, I couldn't understand why you did that.
Didn't I tell y'all she's not a mean girl? This is just what she's seen other people do to her. Didn't I tell y'all that?
You did. You did say that.
Right.
All right. Let's get into the next couple. You ready?
She doesn't have a therapist. She's done zero work on herself.
Marina said Irina should have brought her therapist with her to make it look real. No, this girl is fake.
There's no therapist.
Yes, fake. Fake. Globe Hopper.
She probably thinks it's cute.
Globe Hopper says, also Irina's rambling speech was a reason these things shouldn't be live. Everyone was waiting for her to get to the point and wrap it up. She was just rambling and they had to cut her short. But when you just be trying to compensate? Is that what it is?
BS.
Okay, that's the best
Lie.
way to say it. Yeah, then that's where she was with it. She was just lying, and she didn't have a period in her statement.
Yeah.
She just kept going.
When you're lying and telling a story, you're waiting for someone to give you that validation, like, okay, I believe you, and then you stop. Until then, you just keep throwing out more excuses.
Right.
And because you can't stop until someone's on your side.
Until somebody says, okay, but nobody on that stage validated her.
So she was just
going. And then
until someone cut her off. That's how it goes.
Yeah, Jessica says talking in circles, basically driving circles in her clown car.
Yeah.
Clearly. All right, well, let's get into the next scene. Ready?
Let's go.
Next scene. Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
We're live.
No, we're not live. We're not live. Oh, yeah, we are live. I'm tripping. Okay, let's go. Next couple they dive into is Micah and Paul. But before they get into their relationship, they want to address the video that's circling around social media where Paul allegedly patted the bridesmaid on her tush, as they say, as she walked out the door. Paul cleared it up and said he was just acknowledging that he bumped into her on his way out, and to assume anything more would be absurd.
So when you bump into people, you touch them on the ass? Well, I bumped into her shoulder. Boom. Hey, my bad.
Right.
Did we just run a pick and roll? Like, why are you touching me on the booty?
Like, that's too much. So my question for y'all in the chat, I just want to know.
Tush.
That's what she said. That's what Vanessa said. She was like, you patted the girl on her tush. That's definitely not something that I would say. That's not even my vocabulary. But my question is, do you believe Paul simply bumped into the bridesmaid? Or do y'all think it was really something more? What do you think?
I think if it was on accident, he's careless. Yeah, I can tell he ain't never been with no black woman.
Marina said maybe it's a sports thing.
Yeah, see, all these excuses is not going. You have to be, you cannot let things like that happen. Why did you touch, Paul touched that girl on the booty?
Adrian says, I think the whole butt thing was unintentional. Paul does not want Micah or any of her friends. I would hope you don't want her friends. They just so immature. Anyway.
That friend was different.
That was different? Yeah. Tasia said, nah, it was something to it. Bridesmaid was smiling like she liked it. She sure did. It was like,
hey, excuse me.
It was like,
I'm trying to get by. Oh. I'm just trying to get by.
Jessica says he took his hand out of his pocket like it was intentional.
Yes, it
was strange, and the mom was there, in a trench coat, so it did block a little bit of it, but you could kind of see.
It did look. She got her back arched.
Look at the smile.
Her neck back there. That is the position.
Yeah, she's like.
His hand is in his plate pull. So you bump shoulders and
where's... But dude, they are touching on shoulders. Look, I got it in mid-frame. Like
his nipples on her solar plex.
But why didn't she move out the way anyway? She saw the man coming that way, right?
Because she wanted to get her booty felt on.
Oh my God.
I'll give it this. It's not enough to indict the man.
Not indict him.
But if I was his homeboy... After a beer, I'd be like, bro, you can tell me.
Tell me for real.
You touched the booty, right?
You did, didn't you?
You touched the booty. I ain't gonna tell nobody, but you touched the booty.
All right. Aramis says, I don't think he meant to, but her friend liked it. I can see it's on her face right there. All right. Glowhopper said, how did Vanessa never make Micah address why she let her friends come at Paul and didn't have his back? They kind of let Michael off the hook. Maybe because she got said no to.
Yeah, because they were right. She was wrong for saying it, but she was right.
Yeah, essentially. All right, so let's get into the next one here.
Must be Paul and Micah.
It is. Paul. They addressed the moment when Paul said no. Vanessa asked if Micah went Vanessa asked, if Micah went first, would you have said yes? Paul said his knee-jerk reaction would still be no. Vanessa and Nick asked Paul what made him couldn't see Micah as a mom. Paul says that there wasn't any evidence of a nurturing side to Micah, and he will take some responsibility for that because he felt like he didn't assist her in making her feel comfortable enough to show that side of her. So Vanessa said Micah said she shared in the pods and even going forward that having a family was very important to her. Paul said her words are just words, but the action and the nurturing present wasn't there for him. Now, Vanessa then mentions that she thought Micah and his mom were like freaking frack and they looked alike and had the same type of hair. Paul said aesthetically they're alike, right?
Yeah, he was quick to say that.
But there's an extreme difference in personality and character.
That lady ain't nothing like my mama. That lady is nothing like my mom.
Articulate. You know, he's just so articulate. Then Zach drops a bomb for everybody, but he kind of whispers it at first, but then they out him to say what he said. Say what you said, Zach. Zach said from what he heard from other women on the show that Micah rarely mentioned that she wanted to marry Paul. All right, what are your thoughts, Patrick? What are your thoughts about all this? I just gave y'all a whole lot, but what are your thoughts? Do you think Paul was wrong for saying Micah, he didn't see the nurturing side of her?
No,
he wasn't wrong. Should he have told her beforehand?
No.
Because he did mention that he shouldn't have to tell you.
Yeah, like if this is what people dating is an evaluation.
Yeah.
I am looking to see if you are someone that I want to go down. Now, if there are things that I see or I disagree with that is my right to not want to be with you anymore.
Right. You don't have to talk me through it.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you.
Michael
you need to change to do this.
Said,
like I don't want.
Spoke to me about this if that was the one thing holding you back.
No, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't like who you are. I don't like how you treat people.
Yeah, and I don't need to.
And I don't want you to change.
Because that's not who you are at your core. You always revert back to who you are at your core. So my question for y'all in the chat, though, is this. Did Paul make the right choice?
Yes.
That's my question for y'all in the chat. Did Paul make the right choice?
He seems to be totally fine with it. He ain't heartbroken or love sick over it. So for Paul, he made the right choice.
J&H said, why did Paul date Micah after the show? Everybody's saying yes as far as Paul making the right choice. So let's address that. Everybody's saying yes. I agree. Mm-hmm. Micah got a lot of growing up to do. She needs to do some self-work. Her and Jackie probably can
go to the club all the time, go drinking with her friends all the time, and thinks it's okay to come back at all times of the hour. And like, you don't want to have to tell a person, I don't want you going out and drinking all the time. I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
Like if someone is going out and partying all the time, I don't want to tell you not to do it. Mm-hmm. I will tell you that doing that is not going to work with me.
Yeah, that's not.
But I'm not going to control you because in a year from now, I quit going out for you. No, you didn't quit going out for me. I'm not going to be with somebody who go out all the time.
That's what they going to say.
If you want to be that person, that's up to you. But you can keep going out.
Yeah.
And we can just not be together. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. J&H said, why did they still date after the show? Maybe they thought they could make it work, but clearly they can't.
Because dating is different than being married to somebody.
That's a whole other Oprah. Seriously.
Usually dating involves you got a house, I got a house.
Marina says, imagine having Shelby's her friend. You remember Micah's friend? As a play auntie for your kids. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Birds
not.
of a feather flock together.
Exactly.
The company you keep.
You are the company you keep.
All of it.
Yes, you are the company you keep.
You hang around dirt bags, you a dirt bag too.
Not a whole dirt bag. Okay, and with that, let's move on in to the next scene. Ready? Next scene.
Someone said Micah doesn't read the room very well.
Clearly. All right. Jackie, Marshall, and Josh. This one's exhausting, you guys. Let's get into it, though. Jackie, Marshall, and Josh. You ready? Jackie and Josh were not in the studio at the reunion. Vanessa interviewed them separately via satellite. Pat said Jackie should have been on Love After Lockup. Vanessa interviews them. Do the people still say via satellite? Remember they used to say via
Their parole
satellite?
officers wouldn't let them visit the studios. They had to go cross county lines.
Right.
And they couldn't get the okay. So they had to do it the day before. And they had to do it on Thursday because they had to turn themselves in after work on Friday. They got 3 more weekends of weekend jail left.
Stop. Listen, okay. Jackie shares that she didn't cheat on Marshall. She was already broken up with Marshall by the time she kissed Josh in the coffee shop. That was the first thing out of her mouth. She wanted to make that very clear for everybody who thought that she cheated. Marshall, and I'm putting these scenes together so we can, we can get it all at one time. Marshall responds back with, whether it was the day before or the day after, is it okay to kiss a guy right after being broken up with somebody? Or why you got a smirk on your face? Like, think about it. He said, whether it's the day before or the day after, she already had her mind. Oh, Ari, thank you. Thank you so much. She already knew what she wanted to do and where she was with it. So whether she felt like, in terms of principle, she made the choice to cut it off so she felt like she had a clean cut off and then she can go be free and do it, which was maybe not 24 hours later. However it worked out.
You do remember you said your nipples got hard, right? We heard all that. That was all televised. Like, we saw that.
I know. All right. So
it sound
Marshall ain't buying it.
Sound like that couple in the neighborhood that get caught cheating together. Of course, I only seen it on the movie. But then they'd be like, but we weren't together. We were like, we had been at parties together, but it wasn't until we were both divorced until we sought something out. Like, get the hell out of here. Y'all was in there slopping face with over the carrots and vegetable dip.
That is a good question. She was on Josh. Jackie was on Josh like this. And this is from Cottage 246 asking, why was Jackie holding on to Josh so tight?
So he don't get away. Yeah, I got a competition this weekend. I gotta go. Let me go.
All right, next. Jackie says or shares Marshall called her a derogatory name, and that is what was the last straw for her, why she ended up leaving him. Yeah. Marshall says he recalls that moment where Jackie called him sweet.
I love how...
he says that he told her that she has a strong jawline and maybe could have been a man before for all he knows. So I guess they were going jab for jab. He says it was a joke that went too far. Do you think he was joking? What are you going to say?
And I don't want to get into man versus woman argument.
Of course.
But it's so blatant right here. So she called him sweet. Mm-hmm. And he pretty much did the reverse to her. Mm-hmm. But now we're supposed to be on here. Oh my God, Marshall, you called it like. Mm-hmm. But we're not gonna talk about you call him in writing to other people. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm caught up. Just had to make sure the bullshit was straight out on the table for me so I could see it. Yo.
This is why I told you.
Don't do unto others if you don't want done unto you.
If you can't handle the smoke, don't dish it. Like, don't say stuff, and when he come back saying you got a strong jawline,
which you do,
then you feel some kind of he called me a slur, some slur. She said. He said he never called her no slur. Right? This is what he say.
I ain't call her a slur. I gave her my opinion.
So.
Yo, if you call me sweet, what am I supposed to do? It would have been wrong if you would have like involved your mama or your family into the conversation. Right.
Right.
But you set the topic
Yeah.
And he followed your lead.
Yeah. So he just matched energies, so to speak, in that. And then she took it personally and so he says it was a joke that went too far.
It wasn't no joke.
I don't know.
How is you calling me sweet a joke? Again with the lies. Why are you telling us y'all was joking around? Tell us you got in an argument.
I don't think he want to say that. I think that every time something serious happens, people want to be like, I was just joking. I was just kidding. Just kidding. Like, no, now it's a joke when it was serious. It was serious. What?
Someone said Josh is the kind of person that if I got beef or if I want to say something to your face, I say it to your face, but I'm not going to go to the show.
Hold on. I think Christine just gave me enlightened us here. She said the term sweet is now considered a slur. Everything's a slur now.
So she fired the first slur.
So she tried to say he also called her a slur. So yeah, you're right. So she fired this. Yeah, shots fired. Yes. But I didn't know that was a slur now.
Sweet?
Yeah. To call somebody sweet.
When have you ever heard anybody refer to me as sweet?
No.
Except for my mama. Like, maybe he's a sweet boy.
So I guess it is. I mean, I thought...
If you have, let me know.
Now, this is where I'm going to sound crazy. I'm going to say it anyway. This is where I thought it would just be offensive, but I didn't think it would be a slur. You know what I'm saying?
Slurs aren't uplifting like they're offensive. Yo.
I know. That's why I said I know it sounds crazy. But it's like, I didn't think it would be like considered to me, slur. To say something is a slur sounds so heavy to me in my mind. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying. You know where I'm going with it.
I don't know. No. Dude, I don't know where you from, but where I'm from.
That's fighting words.
Maybe it was wrong or right, but I know the way me and my brother was. I was talking about me. If you called us sweet, you gonna have to prove it to me. Show me how sweet I am.
I can't. Okay.
Right or wrong. That's just how I was.
Oh, I am today years old when I found out the word is sweet and that used in a derogatory way is considered a slur. I just thought you were just being rude to say it, but I didn't think it would be a slur. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Like, they gotta put, like, it's a class 1 slur. It's not like class 5. Like,
I can't, but you get what I'm saying, though.
Can you not talk? That's like class 4.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
Take this first letter from what I said. Can you not talk?
Okay.
Yeah. That's a class 5. You call somebody that, we fighting. But like, yo.
Oh, you mean a see you next Tuesday?
See you next Tuesday. That's what it was.
Yeah,
see you
next Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like class 4 slur.
1,000%.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're gonna qualify sweet as a slur, I will concede to it is a class 1 slur. But unless said by a male to another male, and that bumps up to at least a class 3. If we're playing sports, we're right up there to a class 4. I'm sorry. There's like, what do they call it with aggravating circumstances?
Okay.
Like, if you just call me sweet, class 1. Okay. A man calls me sweet in the course of conversation. Mm-hmm. It doesn't apologize in a certain amount of time, class 2. Playing basketball or football on the football field, you call me sweet, class 5. Missiles fired. Automatic. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh, I can't. Lucy says equal opportunity slurs were slurred.
Yeah.
I can't. Ari says I didn't know slurs had categories like hurricanes.
That's right. You learned something new on this show.
Listen,
so if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We are also educational.
All right. Now that we know what there's levels to this.
Yes, levels. Always levels.
Oh my God, I can't. Jessica says 2 slurs cancel each other out. The end.
That's it.
I got you. You got me.
They should have moved on.
Over.
Put the knives away. Okay. You cut me. I cut you. You need a Band-Aid?
It's over.
All right.
Dunzo.
Good deal. Move on. Yo.
Okay, y'all are killing me. Okay. Next topic with Jackie and Marshall. So Jackie shares that she takes accountability for her actions, and she hopes that Marshall does too. Jackie says Marshall...
Okay, to do that, what were your actions? That's what was aggravating the hell out of...
any additional follow-up questions.
Does that aggravate y'all? I hate when people say, I took accountability for that situation. Okay, so what was it what are you taking accountability for? Tell me what it was. They even make you do that in court. You can't just be like, I'm all right, I'll plead guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guilty of doing?
They want you to elaborate.
Yeah, because just saying, I take accountability is the first way a person that doesn't want to take accountability says,
says a lot.
People that don't take accountability, the first thing they're going to say is, all right, I take accountability for that.
Yeah.
Because they want to move on.
They want to smooth it over and
not take accountability.
Yeah. And Vanessa,
consequences come with accountability. That's what people don't consequences run hand in hand with accountability. You usually can't have accountability without consequences.
And she didn't have any consequences in this at all. And like I was just trying to say too, that Vanessa just allowed it. She didn't ask any follow-up questions. Vanessa just let her off the hook.
You can't question lies.
Vanessa let her. Yes, thank you.
Everyone was in on it.
Didn't challenge her at all.
Felt like we was watching Congress. Everybody's in on the rules. Why aren't they asking questions? Because nobody in the room wants the truth out.
Annette says she calls that steamrolling. Like you're just letting it go.
Yeah.
You're just completely letting it go. All right. So she says that Jackie says, I take accountability for my actions and I hope Marshall does the same. Jackie says Marshall wanted the ring back because he wanted to propose to another castmate. Marshall's like, who said that?
Even if I did, you laid up next to Bad Ears. Billy Balloon Ears. You laid in the bed like this with him. Talking about
Whole time.
I wanted to marry somebody else. You wanted to jump on somebody else. What is you talking about?
Yes.
She in there grabbing them ear handles, riding. You talking about?
Ear handles?
Yes. You got that little lump in them so you can grip in your palm good.
Listen, I have to agree with Miss Smith. She said Vanessa was too busy swooning over their toxic relationship. She kept saying, you guys are together a year now and you're happy, right? And you're all this. Like she didn't give what it was supposed to have gave in that moment. But Marshall says that it was not true, that he did not want the ring back so he could propose to another castmate. He wanted the ring back because
so I can go on Pawn Stars.
No,
I'm trying
to
take this role and flip it into a new role. Or what's the one in Detroit with the dude with the black leather jacket? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't watch those
cussing people out.
Pawn shows. I have no idea. But he says that he wanted the ring back because Jackie did not deserve to keep a symbol of his love. He did, though, he did date another cast member after Jackie. Some lady named Keisha.
Some lady? Why don't we know her?
They didn't put no picture up of her when he made a mention. He could have did a picture-in-picture.
So they got all kinds of people dating and they just picking the... What is going on the show? How you dating a cast member? We don't know who the cast member is.
They should at least put the girl picture up. I'm not going to Google her. It's not that serious for me, at least. But he said he did date another cast member, but it wasn't... It wasn't to where he wanted to propose to her. He said he couldn't get there with her with that. And he was just so broken, pretty much. This is my words, not his. But he was just so broken over everything he's gone through. It didn't get very far in that second relationship. So he said he just want to focus on him. That's all that happened in that scene. You ready? Tasia, yes. He said he went on one date with Kasha.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyways.
Yep.
What?
Globe Hopper said he wanted the ring back for the same reason Jackie kept it, to be petty.
Yeah. But he had to make it sound nice, you know? You gotta make it sound real nice on TV and say, you're not gonna have a symbol of my love. So we divorced. Do you want this ring back?
Yes.
Why would you want that?
Anything I ever got you, I will bet. I'm petty as hell. Think they call me Petty Pat for nothing?
So you want the ring back for real?
Everything. Anything I see around this. I want the shredder.
I should go take one microphone.
Here's one microphone. No, I'll give you the microphone. I want the cords. I want to make sure you can't use what you get. You can keep the microphones. I want both cords.
You want both cords to the microphone.
You can have the light set up. I want the bulbs. You want the laptop? I want the internet.
You know what? You cutting off the internet.
I want you one step away from being complete forever.
I just cannot deal with you. All right. Next. They had a lot of topics in this. All right. Next, Josh says during Chelsea's party, he got drunk, but he was easily drunk because he was working on cutting weight for his next wrestling competition.
Did he say wrestling?
Or he just said competition.
Yeah.
So then what could it be then?
Judo.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
For they do that slap thing now. It looked like his ears got slapped a couple times. Maybe he's slapping. But it don't. Why? If you cutting weight, I used to wrestle. I cut weight. If you cut weight, then why are you adding calories through alcohol?
Right. And that was going to be my question. As a former wrestler growing up, do you call BS on his cutting weight story and why he was drunk?
BS on his life story.
Okay. Pat says they don't believe that either. Christine says Josh was slap boxing. Miss Kira Speak says they think it may be MMA
or jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
I knew you was going to have a problem with that one.
Wait, I can't read.
Too many J-U-I's and T's.
I was going to get it out, though. I was going to get it out.
Tell me, Drew, here what you want.
You know what? Stop. Listen. All right. So we call BS on on Josh's getting drunk.
Is not 6:52.
Yeah, I can't believe we have this much to even say about this, right? All right, my question to you guys is coming up. So next, Marshall talks directly to the camera and he says, I'm directing this to the public. It's time to move on. Jackie and Josh are happy. I'm happy. Everyone move on and let it die. My question for y'all in the chat, do you agree with Marshall? Is it time to move on?
He been watching them state senators in Tennessee too much. Them boys can talk. Them boys in Tennessee can talk, boy. He tried it, but he ain't get there. But yeah, we'll move on.
I want you to know, Marshall, we have all moved on. The only reason why we're talking about it is because it just aired. By tonight, we don't even remember your name.
Yeah, as soon as this season is over, we on to the next.
By the time we say be sure to hit like and subscribe, we ain't thinking about you. No, Betty Spaghetti, he directed that to the public. He said that was to the public, that it's time for everybody to move on.
Like, we worried about you, bro.
We ain't thinking about you. Annette said, been dead. The Artsy Fartsy Squad said, yes, let sleeping dogs lie. Christine said, Marshall ain't happy, but let's move on.
So we move on till we see Jackie on Cheaters.
I can't. Marina.
And in this incident, we find her back at the apartment where she meets up with Josh's wrestling partner.
I just heard what you said. Globehopper says,
Josh, you see here? That's her meeting him at the Burger Shack. They get back to the apartment. He goes in there.
You need your phone. Yeah. You need your phone. Let me hold it. Let me hold it for you. There it goes. There it is.
See? You see? And there they go. He goes back to the apartment.
Yeah.
And they go in there for an hour and a half.
Let me see.
Now, we don't have the video inside, but when he comes out, he's tucking his shirt back in.
I want to talk to him
right now. We know where they're at right now. Would you like to talk to him?
I want to talk to them right now.
All right, come on. Do you got your headgear?
Do you have your headgear?
Yo, that's another show that don't make no sense. Real quick, the new Cheaters with Peter Guns doesn't make any sense. You got the king of cheaters on here trying to catch other cheaters?
Yeah. Like
the audacity of Peter Guns.
Oh, Peter Guns, yeah.
Like all the cheating we done seen you do. Now you out here getting your own kind.
Now he done made a career out of this.
Yo. This ain't turning on your own kind. Peter Guns
that made a career out of cheating.
Sleazy. What is the group?
Oh my God, the Creep Squad.
Creep Squad, and you are employed as a cheat finder. And you part of the Creep Squad? Come on, Peter.
You just need Amina and Tara to show up as co-hosts.
Yes, cheaters know cheaters, but you ain't supposed to out your boys.
Right. It's crazy. All right, let's go.
All right, sorry. Back to this show. Both of them scripted on the same thing.
It is literally the same thing. Next scene, that's Marshall, telling us to mind our business that pays us.
Say what?
Marshall telling us to mind the business that pays us. They done with this.
In his R&B singing suit.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Isn't that giving? Yeah. Listen, I can't. All right.
My throat hurt.
I'm sorry. Next, they do a montage, this is where Zach decides to serenade Bliss. Why do they keep allowing these people to sing?
And the fact that Nick Lachey said it was good
speaks in volumes.
Volumes. Now I don't feel bad when I say 98 Degrees was garbage. And Nick Lachey don't got no talent. He couldn't even be on The Voice. Listen. Telling people they can sing like that.
Okay, now Marina, I don't know about that. She said Marshall was giving Obama in the tan suit. I don't know about that. You know how Marshall, when he was in that tan suit here? No, Obama would never. Not like that, though. He rocked it better for sure. All right.
He just don't got no swag, though. Obama got swag.
Obama got so much swag. It's
T-shirt and
more
shorts.
Than the law
right. Yeah.
More than the law allow.
That's the difference. Marshall thinking that suit making him. Obama used to make the suit.
Hey, there it is. Yes. So, J&H Jordan says, I was so mad that I had to hear Zach sing. It's so cringe to me.
And with that beard, he gonna get creeping or one of them weird charges.
Not a weird charge.
He get caught in the parking lot with his pants around his ankles or something.
I don't understand. Like, Zach is so weird, right? But then I guess Bliss must be equally weird to vibe with that, right? Because I don't understand. Like, I'm still trying to figure out the connection here,
You see that camera that's on him right now? That's the connection. $20,000 piece of equipment they hold it on that man holding on his shoulders. Oh. That's what it is right there. That's the attraction.
Oh, that she's getting?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so weird. That doesn't look like her type of guy, but what do I know? Like, it just... What? I don't know. It just...
Zach look like he should live in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, it's giving... What are those people that used to watch? They lived out in the woods and he used to say, shoot the gator. What was that? Shoot the gator.
Swamp people.
Something like that.
Shoot the gator. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Hey, shoot the gator. Shoot the gator.
Giving to me. All right, let's move into the final few scenes of this episode. But here, before we do, in this montage, they show all of the married couples.
Where did you learn this word?
In the show, that's what they said it was, a montage of the married couples.
Montage, boy. Vanessa said they've been a year since the show wrapped.
They said that they showed all of the married couples' apartment. Like, just give us a tour of what's inside their place. They all seem to be living in apartments, is what I can tell, right?
In the apartment.
They're all in apartments, so.
In the apartment.
I mean, the nicest thing I saw was the view that they had in that place.
It's the same apartments they came back to. That apartment is not in the applicant's name. No. That is the production company's name for the 6 months and for the year.
In the final
That's why they've been together for a year. They got free rent.
Of course. The lease ain't up.
They move out, it's a wrap.
Vanessa did around the room for the season 4 cast and asked who would have babies. And then they asked Barstool and his baby ottoman. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love babies. I do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Call the baby ottoman.
Barstool and ottoman to talk about.
That's funny, but you gonna catch hell for
I'm
that.
just playing. The baby is adorbs. Like, adorable. Adorable.
Where the mama at?
We don't know. But Bartiz comes on here and asks them, like, who out of all of y'all are ready to have babies? And that backyard look familiar. It looks like he at your mom and dad's house. Look at the fence, like off the golf course.
No, that's an apartment complex.
Is it?
Yeah. Look over there.
What is that? Oh.
That's the
Oh yeah, I see the pool
the
guy.
clubhouse.
Yeah, you're right. I saw all the green and the black fence. It just reminded
Poppy, mama about to call you.
me of their golf course.
We get off this live, they gonna call and cuss you out.
Listen, I'm sorry. Okay.
He looks like he's babysitting.
That's his baby. That's his new baby he got there. I'm the pappy.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. We don't know nothing. That baby.
So
I know what his baby mama is though.
Well, we can tell. During the Not So Live reunion, all of the couples who are together say that they're just trying to enjoy their lives right now. They're not really trying to have babies yet. My question for you guys: did this Not So Live reunion give everything it was supposed to have gave? Tell me. I'm putting it in the chat. Did this Not So Live reunion give everything it was supposed to have gave? Marina, I have not seen a baby mama, nor am I going to look for her. What I told you, after we close this computer down tonight, we ain't thinking about you.
The reunion is over.
Everybody said no. So for as much as we were refreshing the screen and trying to log in on Sunday to watch this is what we were trying to watch?
They got more traction from not showing the show than they would have from showing it.
I feel like
that might have been what they were up to.
You think they did that on purpose?
They definitely got more traction by it going down and not airing when it was supposed to.
I felt like that was more interesting than what I watched.
Yeah.
Me not being able to get in was more interesting than the actual what I got to, see here. Because this wasn't
Kev turning up on Tuesdays.
Turning up
on a Tuesday. She about to turn right back off because I'm going to sleep.
Listen, Mona said they need new host. YouTube name says reunion was trash. They did not go at Jackie like they should. How are you going to go after Marshall for his little comment but not Jackie? They really let Jackie off the hook.
They let all the females off the hook.
Yeah, they let Micah off the hook. Yeah, they just, Mona says Netflix punked us. I don't know. Tiffany C says, I only have one spare nerve for Married at First Sight. I'm here to support you guys. I don't know how we got through this. I don't know, you guys. But in my opinion,
I got through this by you being a tyrant and making me watch it.
Forcefully. My opinion, this reunion show did not give everything it was supposed to have gave. They could have just left us with the weddings and the song, I hope you dance
with me.
I hope you
dance.
I would have been fine with that. I didn't need this update. None of this.
Come on, really be there to cry to this song.
I do. It's so sad. This song was also
the song is sadder that you can't dance.
In that Tyler Perry movie, The Family That Prays. You remember that movie? When she was dating.
You didn't hear me.
What'd you say?
I said the song is sad or the fact that you can't dance. All right, but Tyler Perry.
That song was played in that Tyler Perry movie. So every time I hear it, A Family That Prays, how many of y'all know that movie that I'm talking about? That's where I keep linking it back. Do you remember that movie, A Family That Prays? With Taraji was the sister and Sanaa
Is that when
Lathan?
she come walking up the aisle when he's singing in the church? She walks down the street. She hears the singing from a distance and walks to the church and then Comes in the doors.
No, this is the movie where the daughter
Didn't see it.
is dating the white guy's family, and the husband thought the child was his, and he came to the mom's restaurant, and he was confronting her that where'd she get all this money from in her bank account, and then she was like, it's what's the name of it? Oh my God, it's I forget the name of the family, but she was like, it's their money, it's his money, and she was like, you can never be half the man that he is. And then he slapped her across the counter in the why you look so amazed?
Sound like a good movie. I never seen it.
It was good. It was really good. It was a good movie. See, Uplift Now said I watched it Sunday night when someone live streamed it on Facebook. Oh, you're talking about the reunion. Oh my bad. I forget the name of the dog. Cartwright. He was like, it's Cartwright's money. You don't remember this? You've watched this scene with me. How you don't retain this stuff? Too many Tyler Perry
Garbage.
movies. Too many Tyler Perry movies. The movie was called A Family That Prays by Tyler Perry. They played this song. This was the song she wanted to play all the time with her friend.
I don't know what movie you talk about, but I know one as good as Madea Goes to Jail. Tyler Perry's greatest.
Madea Goes to Jail? You talking about the play?
The play.
Oh,
if y'all get a chance to watch Madea Goes to Jail, the play. Hilarious.
I don't know. I never seen none of the plays. I've only just seen.
I know. I don't know why you can't get them no more. They were so good.
Yes, Jarrell. Thank you. It features Alfred Woodard. See, Super J says that slap was intense. He slapped her clear across the counter when she's like, this is Cartwright's money. And this baby is Cartwright's too. Like, he thought it was his son. They were married. She's been cheating on him the whole time. With
Justifiable.
Yes, Globe Hopper. It was The Family That Prays. Yes. Tiffany says he slapped the devil out of her.
What about that movie where the girl cheated on her husband and then she had to go get AIDS drugs from him because he was a pharmacist or something? I love that movie. I danced. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah.
Well, I forget the name. What is the name of that Tyler
That was
Perry
an uplifting movie. That was very inspiring. I love that movie.
That's where she was like,
flying on private jets now, bitch.
Right?
To the CDC. With your dirty ass.
I'm done. I'm not going to.
Can't have these.
I forget.
You have to go somewhere else for your medicine. We don't sell that here no more.
What was the name of that movie? Oh my God, now it's gonna bother me.
Temptation.
That's what that was.
Got what you got.
Jarrell. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Casey and Tiffany. Yes, Temptation. Why do you like to see the downfall of people who cheat? Something about people cheating rubs you so badly. Like it's I'm not okay with it, but it rubs you.
Get what you got. Gotta come into you. Get what you got. You's a dirty individual. Get what you got.
And that's all we have for today's episode. That is all we have.
And that song, by the way, was better than Zach's song. Zach took 3 weeks to write it.
Thank you, J&H Jordan, for the $5.
Thank you. That was for my singing. I'm going to take that as a direct appreciation for my singing talents because it came...
Oh, it came straight from you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll put it on your your bills and we'll pay you in singles like they do Ray. Remember when Ray needed his money in singles because they were trying to cheat him? Ray?
Don't want these wrists.
You just say you don't want these wrists. We're going to pay you out in singles so we don't cheat you. All right,
good night,
guys.
everyone.
We thank you so much for tuning in.
What y'all eat for dinner? We haven't come up with what we're going to eat for dinner. What's for dinner?
Beef. I'm sorry. All right, let's go. I think, J&H Jordan said, I missed the Kwame helmet, Pat. We forgot the helmet. You gonna go get the helmet? Where is this helmet at? Do you see what y'all just started up? Oh my God. RT Farsi said the Wingstop. That sounds good. Patrick went to get the helmet. You see what y'all started up? Oh my God. Uplifting now said it was Pat singing and dancing for me.
And he got it edged up just like this helmet. You see that edge?
Let me go back to it. Hold on.
He saw the helmet. He took notes.
Let's see. Kwame's head. Is that the dog?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go back.
He got it edged up just like that, too.
Let's see Kwame's head.
And you know, I needed closure. That's why I was hollering at her.
There she is. Kwame's head.
He got that line up right, boy.
I'm done with y'all. I'm getting Olive Garden 2 for dinner. That's what the kids want.
If somebody's looking at you with a helmet on and they call you sweet, them are fighting words.
I'm today years old when I learned it was a slur. So there's that. Oh my God. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Before you guys go, please be sure to hit the like button. It's free. It costs nothing. Just a quick tap on the thumbs up real quick for us before you go. I'll be sure to turn the feature on once we end here. Whoops. So you can see your like activated. But go ahead and hit the like for me right now, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, J&H Jordan, again. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday night.
Real quick. We on our way, y'all.
To
we're about to hit the 9,000 mark soon.
We are. We might do a giveaway.
We about to be there, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not just us getting to 10,000. It's all of us.
Thank you, Miss Smith. Yes, this is all of, like, literally, this accomplishment is for all of us because we have all been riding together for so long. This is so much fun. So we really appreciate you guys. I thank you again for watching, and we will see you on Friday.
Yep.
For another review of Married at First Sight Nashville, the snooze fest. But we're here for it, right?
What are we at now? What are we about to do? They about to make decisions? Read decisions?
I think they might be heading out to the retreat this week.
Oh, yeah.
The retreat is what they'll be doing. So I thank you guys again, and we will see you on Friday for another live at 6 p.m. See ya then. Bye, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Bye.